I don't think that was it, Khalil. I'm gonna have to cut that out of the video. Hi, how you doing? We're here to be old. Um,
We're being old. Speaking of which, the old man on the other side of my screen went to go see Fantastic Four.
it was great. I liked it, but I'm also a big nerd. I was just telling somebody else, it's if you know the lore, you'll really love the movie. If you don't, you'll feel like I don't know what's going on for most of the movie.
Great review.
I loved it.
I stayed at home and watched Planet Earth.
Hell yeah, buddy. Was it 3D? Anyway, we're here to talk about being old. 3D is part of that too, I guess, now, which is crazy.
Attention. The new Spy Kids movie is so exciting. You have to cover your eyes to see it in 3D.
Just remember at one point the
my
lamp
God,
was new technology, everyone. You forget that. But it
Yes,
was new
this is
to
true.
just go
Yes.
flick or pull. Come on, brand new.
What, you don't think this is amazing? When I saw this at the 1904 World's Fair, I nearly crapped my pants.
When you say the word boomer and talk about the idea of like a boomer take, and people obviously like forever go the trend, okay, boomer, it's like that's not going to last forever, but the word will. The word boomer will outlive boomers more so than any other generational word has outlived their generation, I think. Now, I'm sure there's
think
some
so,
nerd
too.
out there that could tell me the etymology of that is right, but screw you.
Exactly.
Okay, boomer. Uh,
We
but
fight nerds.
it's like it's gonna be really interesting because that's probably not a new phenomenon, but I bet you it overtakes the current one that's out there. You know,
I mean, yeah, because you can't really say, all right, Gen X.
what was the word for Karens before Karens? You know,
I don't know. I don't want to say the word.
oh,
Bitch.
oh no, that's funny though. Just drops a slur for a completely random ethnicity. I don't think that was it, Khalil. I'm gonna have to cut that out of the video. Yeah, so like I think about that all the time because like right now, obviously the words I'm like these aren't even boomer takes. But here's the thing: when does it become a boomer take? Do I have to be a boomer to feel that I'm gonna no? Because people will call me old on some of these, regardless if I didn't frame it as a boomer take or not. You know what I mean? So that's where it's like fun.
Right.
Is like, is this something a boomer would say, or is this something you feel that makes you sound old now?
I feel like I have a lot. I've been trying to think about things, and I have a few.
So I'm gonna give you my first boomer take, and that's how we'll enter this episode. I think airports are a cesspool, and I think everyone needs to. I think we've hit the rock bottom. I think the bubble has burst, and I think it's time we have to go back to everyone needs to dress in their Sunday's best to go to the airport. Leave your goddamn shoes on when you're on the plane.
Okay, see, yeah, that's
No. I'm not done. You
Okay,
need to just
okay.
not wear your pajamas when I'm going through TSA, handing people my passport, being scanned by radio. Like, I get it. You want to be comfy through all this. I get it. It's not that I don't
Sweatpants.
understand. I
Like
hate it.
joggers,
I don't wear
joggers.
sweatpants in public. Like, I hate everything about it. When I go to airports, I'm not saying you have to dress like to the nine. Like,
Yeah.
I'm saying as a joke, dress to the nine so that way we by the time I'm old we devolve again to comfy clothes, but not too far where we are right now. But like when I go on a plane, I'm usually wearing a pair of jeans or jorts and a hoodie with a t-shirt under. That's it.
Fair. Yeah, no.
Shoes, not sandals.
Shoes. I'm definitely wearing shoes on the freaking plane. Sweatpants was the wrong word. Joggers, because joggers are a bit more.
I hate sweatpants too.
Really. See,
The only comfy garment I wear is basketball shorts, and it's
Mm.
because of growing up an athlete. I was always in them.
yeah, no, I like joggers. I wear those quite frequently. Will not wear
Well, doing it for
sweatpants.
fashion's fine.
Well,
Like, if you're
yeah.
gonna do it, dress it up.
Yeah, I will not wear sweatpants outside the house. That's just a no.
See, I don't do that either. If
A-
I'm
a
going to the grocery
sweatpants-
store, even on a lazy day, shorts.
Sweatpants are for the house only. Sorry. Kind of goes with like grocery stores. Like there's or not even just grocery stores, but there
Yeah,
are
I agree
some
with that. I didn't think
stores
about it,
where
but I
people
agree.
will wear anything.
Well, the Walmart stereotype.
Walmart stereotypes. I worked at a Dollar General. Let me tell you, I saw some outfits. My take, and I'm gonna go to the youth. They're getting dumb, and it's not because of them. It's because of what they have access to. So much more in technology than we did. So the social media, like TikTok is huge in
Yeah,
this.
Vine was high school for us. That's important. I always
Yep.
try to remember that Vine came out in high school for us.
TikTok is is much worse. The algorithm on it is way too good, and it shows you the most like degrading, like brain degrading videos.
Oh, I know I had them.
Hello, Professor. Do you have car trouble?
Oh, it seems I've locked my keys in the car.
That is serious. Jeez!
Well,
Is there a problem, Professor?
Oh, hello, number one. I seem to have locked myself out of my car.
And now he is out of cheese. Cracker!
All right, socialization is the other one, and that goes big with COVID, as you had mentioned. But the social media, having access to honestly some of just the dumbest individuals who will say anything, but they say it with so much confidence that you're like, oh, okay, that makes sense. Going back and doing any actual research. My actual last point, AI.
Oh yeah,
Chat GPT.
the one kid that
no one's
unalived YouTube algorithm himself because of his girlfriend, and then the other
GPT
person that killed
yeah.
his parents for the same thing.
Yes. And it's just like people are so dependent now on ChatGPT
And just being
to do
told yes.
yes. But just to do the simplest of things, right? Like, oh, it's like, how do I do this? Give me, directions on how to do this, or write this
trial
for
and
me,
error
solve
doesn't
this
exist
equation for me.
anymore.
Yeah, and it's like you can't, like, I was watching a video recently with Alita, and it was like it was about people using AI for like everything. People were using AI to find recipes.
Yeah, and it can kill you. It can give you the wrong mushrooms and not know about what ingredients should be together.
That too, but it's just like Chat GPT was down and they couldn't use it to get a recipe to make cake. Books exist. The internet still exists.
Young man, where did you get all these nice things?
Internet?
And where did you get the internet?
Internet?
Google it.
Just go to like
and just read it.
BettyCrocker.com.
Yes, and it's just like kids have access to that. We did not. We still had to Google things.
Isn't that nuts? Because this is the I had an encyclopedia.
Right, it is.
Every
is,
generation
blows
is
my mind.
just
Here we are.
repetitive, and they say fashion's
Yes.
repetitive. No, just we as humans are.
Here we are.
We're
It goes
evolving,
in
but
cycles.
sometimes we hate evolution. You know what's funny is we evolve as a species, but as a species we hate change.
Yes, it's like some change is not good. Like I think
This is so lethargic.
the
I get why
change-
old men smoke cigars and rock in chairs, and this is oh my god.
I think the change that has AI honestly is not good
No,
change.
well, because like the only places it's
That
really
is the
productive
one.
is like coding errors, mathematics. Use it in those methods all you want. Yeah, I hate its use of energy, but if its use of energy is saving lives and stuff like that, sure, run it. When
But,
you're
like, if we
AI
could-
generating cat images, it's just like Brody.
Yeah, that's another thing. Art, right, is getting dumb too. But it's like having like children having access to that now is just it's ruining them.
I'll go ahead and
There's no critical thinking anymore.
Straw man and big dog people who are dead and say, I bet you we have a better claim to be mad at people using computers to make art when it's AI than the people like 50 years ago were like, you can only draw on a computer, you're not a real artist, I'd still have a canvas and a pen and some brushes. And then they're like, you're not even real, that's so easy, anyone could do that, nobody, it's still like a real talent to draw on a computer. Now we're in this moment where we're like, you're not a real artist. We're saying the same thing on the same platform, but for different reasons.
Right.
I think we have a better ploy. Here, I'm gonna read these to you, and then I can break them down because I can tie all these together like it was like a plan soliloquy, even though it's not. That's just who I am, baby. In order, my next ones say texting grammar and email titles, holding doors, outings,
Holding doors.
outings, too much inside, and Discord. That kind of relates to what we were just talking about. That's why I think I could soliloquy all this together. Paper read is just all the next one says. I can explain that one. Drive over self-drive. Business cards over LinkedIn. And then this is my long one. I'm actually just going to read it. It's funny how boomer stuff is actually anti-environmental at every turn, but AI is too, so oh well.
Oh.
Because, like, I was like, oh, business cards are sick. Get it embossed.
New card. What do you think?
Woohoo. Very nice. Look at that.
Picked them up from the printers yesterday.
Good coloring.
That's bone. And the lettering is something called Cillian Braille.
It's very cool, Bateman.
Get it printed. You have, like, pass them out. It's more personal. I don't just want your Instagram or for you to be like, hey, I met you. I'm going to tag acquaintance you on LinkedIn. I'd rather be like, I don't know, man. There's something cool about that. Something more professional. I want to shake your hand. So, yeah, that costs money. That costs trees. That costs paper. That costs ink. That costs blah, 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 blah. But
I
so
will
does
say,
everything electronic.
I do appreciate business cards. I ask for business cards.
I love them. They're so good. I think the older you get, you just appreciate things you didn't think you would, and it's impossible to explain to a younger kid that they will. Like, you could have told me, this is so cliche, but it's so honest. If I could talk to my old self and tell my young self, like, how cool I think certain things are now, he'd be like, you're lying. Like, you're this, because I'm a troll, so young me would be like, you're not funny. And I'm like, bro, I'm not trying to be funny. Yeah, with holding doors, even though it's not the next one up, it's just like, I don't know. People just kind of, everyone's texting all the time, looking down. People walk. Like, I understand that when you're not 35, 40 plus, your peripheral vision is still really good. So, like, when I'm looking down and texting and walking, I do see around me more than I think people realize, and others do too. And, like, but I also don't do it as hardcore as some people do. So I'm always like, damn, can you actually still see? And then today a guy proved me he couldn't because he looked up at the last second. Because I was testing. I was like, I'll run into him. I don't care. I'm big. This isn't a joke. I was like, I'm kind of huge. Like, what's gonna happen? And he looked up at the last second and just like hardcore zigzagged. And I was like, okay, all right.
It's the classic. Honestly, it's the classic. Like, oh, I'm gonna look at my phone, so not to look at this person. But no, people are really glued to their phones these days, I think.
Phones, and they're always on them damn phones.
They are. But also, people, like, work, right? You have this computer at your disposal, and now you got to do more work.
Imagine this. Imagine you're a child growing up hearing that you're on your devices too much, but your mom and dad, both when they get home from work, are on their phone answering emails and text and reaching out to clients or responding to this and making sure that this is done before they go in tomorrow to be back at work on a device. Where then you send them to a school where lately paper sucks, which is good for the environment, bad for the brain, so device. You can't, if every adult in their life, every single one is constantly on a device, what are they going to do? People our age need to take their kids outside when they have them, if they're not already doing it. Like, I have friends who I know that have kids, they do awesome stuff. When I hear about it, I'm like, awesome. But then I go do things, and I see people that I do not know doing awful things with their children, and I'm just like, holy cow!
Oh, you'll see people like walking with their kids and
not like, paying attention at all.
Kids in the stroller, and they're just like pushing the stroller and phone in the other hand. Like,
the worst is when the kid's on a scooter and the kid knows it's in danger because it's constantly looking back, and the parents like looking at a text real quick, and it's like, your kid knows it needs help. In this example, you'll see the mother's on her phone, and then she even acts for a second like it was the driver's fault.
I think that kind of like that goes right into one of my boomer takes.
Please tie anything in. Let's do this. Let's go.
Parents are getting worse.
I've wondered that
Younger
too.
parents.
Like I've really went deeply into thought about this recently. So please go ahead and expunge.
Part of it goes into this like goes into technology, like work, or just looking at their phone, because like a lot of millennials, especially millennials on the younger side, and then Gen Z is now old enough to have kids, and they are having kids, but they're more glued to their phones.
For clarification, for everyone, Khalil and I'm the literal last year of a millennial, 96. Khalil's 95 by a day.
Parents are also on this like gentle parenting thing, giving their
sorry, I hate interrupting you today because you're saying such beautiful stuff, but that plays in again to every generation does it. Every generation has got softer. Yes, we shouldn't hit children every corner they turn, but at the same time, don't get as soft as we have gotten.
You can still discipline.
You can still be a parent.
Yes. And like that, I work in childcare and I see this all the time. Parents are not doing any type of discipline with their kids. They're just letting their kids do whatever. Oftentimes, when a kid is throwing a fit over the dumbest thing, the parents just give in and give it to them. It's like,
Yep.
you can't do that. You
My
can't
kids
do
are
that
too
because
old to share because it's too specific. They
Mhm.
know that they get no consequence at home.
Yep. And it's like, you do that, now your kid is, gonna expect to get everything that they want all
It
the
bleeds
time.
into school, dude. I feel it in the classroom.
Yep.
You know exactly what kids have nothing at home, no structure. It's nothing. It's not even from like what a boomer, since that's our episode, would stereotypically think. They're not from a bad home. No, they're just
Nope.
not disciplined.
They're just not disciplined. Parents are just not. They're not really trying.
You beat your kids. That's what
And I'm not gonna listen. I ain't gonna lie. Some kids
PSA, please. Hey, real quick, don't beat your kids.
don't
Okay,
beat
go
your
ahead.
kids. Don't beat your kids. Nah, but some kids in my class, I just want to put them outside. Like, listen.
I like texting and grammar and email titles. My middle schoolers don't put email titles. They send it blank, or they'll put like a question mark or a single letter in the body that they'll straight up just like use text slang and like KKs. And I'm like, stop. I am not
Guys,
your
you gotta
friends.
stop. You're in middle school. You can learn how to
Even high
write.
schoolers, they'll email me to check in, and they're using it like as text. I'm like, I am not your friend like that. I'm your friend in ways of you can come to me if something is wrong, but I am still also your teacher that is a professional. Anyways, boomer. I used to not use commas because I don't use commas when I speak until I got older either. I would just like fire off. I still do at times, but like now I take pauses.
I was the kid who did that.
Yeah,
Like,
I think that's normal. So
and I always tried to. I never use text language in my emails.
No, yeah,
with teachers.
no.
I would always do it to the best of my ability. Format.
I think
as
one
proper as
teacher
I could.
one time told me in high school, like, don't do it. I was like, okay, never did it again. Like, that's just, I don't know, that's how it was. I like this one. I wrote paper read, but what I mean by that is this isn't anything about age. I like reading physical things, whether it's a comic, whether it's I don't read manga like I used to, but if it was, whether it's I love reading physical newspapers. I genuinely do love it.
Evening, officer.
Do you know why I pulled you over?
Probably because I prefer the feel of a real newspaper.
I love picking up a magazine or a coffee table book. God, I love a good coffee table book about the most random niche subject ever. Before blogs existed, you just published coffee table books.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I love it. I'm not saying we should go back to like printing everything. Like, magazines are a little pointless. I'm shocked they still exist, other than the ones like Time and Wall Street and ones like that. Honestly, I'm shocked. But like, they still are. Why? Like, let's stop, man. Let's print more important stuff. Read book more, but like, I get electronic ease and all that. I do, but like,
Yeah.
I don't know. Just read.
Like,
It's cool. It's fun.
I personally hate reading off of a screen
Me too.
when it's like a book.
I'll still do it, but I hate it.
Yeah, with that being said, like, my textbooks now, honestly, thank God they're online.
My master's was all online.
Yeah, like it actually is making things a lot easier. I got books that I'm reading right now. I would not be reading them on anything other than a physical book.
That is one of the podcast ideas I texted you, never replied. I want to read books that are different from each other and then tell each other about the books. So,
Well, I'm
amidst a new book, so just saying.
In my mind, for some reason, I thought I did tell you that I wanted to do that. I even literally ordered one of the books that I wanted to read almost specifically
That's
for
so
this.
funny.
Like,
Well, yeah, I started mine. I'm only in chapter 2. I
it's
just started
very-
it, so go ahead, catch up. It's scientifically proven it's better to write things with your hand than it is to type it for learning and memorization. So it's like, I hate when I have my students write with their hand and like a few kids are like, you'll see them like just sit down their pencil and be all dramatic and go, oh, whoo, and do all that. Me too, bro. Me too. And do like that stuff. And they're like, I'm like, guys, you can't type everything. It's so not good for you. I was like, none of you can spell because of spell check. Like, bro, I'm bad at spelling, and I didn't rely on spell check for most of my life.
Look, there's a reason I became a cop and not a spellman.
A what?
A spellman.
Spellman is not a thing, Joe.
Sure it is. Fireman, longshoreman, spellman. Stop me when I'm wrong.
He's getting too many right.
Well, now I'm starting to think there is such a thing as a spellman.
It'll hit most soon. If not this year, might be the year it's been most.
I am that one weirdo that does not have autocorrect on their phone.
I always want to interrupt Khalil when they speak, and I was just like, bro, I know, but this isn't for us. Like, we're not recording this to have a conversation. So I felt so bad just right then. I was about to be like, bro, shut up. I know. That's so funny.
Yeah, no, you and I told Alita this too, because like I do go through a lot of like PowerPoints, and I do just like literally write things down because I know I'm gonna remember it when I write
much
it
easier down. Much you can. It's also nice to look at your own notes because you can be shorthand as heck with it. Like there's just something about it, you know.
The real Ghostbusters will return after these messages. We now return to the real Ghostbusters.
My last two, are driving over self-driving. That's self-explanatory. I don't want autonomous vehicles until every single person is able to have one at the exact same moment equitably, and thusly the traffic problem is solved. Otherwise, I don't want them at all. I should drive.
Mean, if we get more public transportation,
that's what I want. That's what I want. I want 15-minute cities and public transportation that's better. I've seen better. I've been better. I've loved it. But, whatever.
Yep.
Hey.
And also, when it comes to autonomous cars, I'd rather be making a human error because I don't malfunction like that unless I'm like having a heart attack or something.
Do you have a last one before I ask you a question you weren't ready for?
It's about music.
Oh. I'm sick and tired of these black people.
All right, Rush Limbaugh.
He's much more. He's burly sounding. He's like, "Hey, tonight on Fox, when I drive my Hummer into your mom."
I don't know if he was more burly sounding. He was more like raspy sounding.
He was like theatrical though, that I think that's what I meant is like instead of burly I meant like with a lot of chest, so I said burly, but he's like yeah.
All right, so my last take is music. As much as I like quite a bit of new music, I think some newer music is getting worse, and I think this because mostly of like TikTok. A lot of music. Oh.
No, that's not it. No, that's not. I mean, yes, that's how music spreads. But I thought Khalil was gonna say it with like lyrics, so mumble rappers, that category of music.
Well, that was going to be part of what I.
No, mumble rapping is great. Mumble rap, don't worry about it. It's fine. Everyone loves it. It's the best you've ever heard. But what I need you to do is, I just sent you a link, and you need to listen to the people under the age of 25's King of Rap, Travis Scott, and his newest song.
Okay, wait.
What do you think about mumble rap?
I see that, but I can wobbly wiggly.
Yeah, sure. I think that might be it.
Yeah, I saw the link. I'm just gonna look it up here.
And I'll cut to the part where you hear it. Maybe he didn't. He just didn't notice. Oh, he just did it. So what were you saying about mumble rapping?
Wiggle it, wobble it.
Hold on. Would you rather it sound like that, or would you rather it flow and at least sound like bars?
I would rather it flow and sound like bars.
I'll take mumble rap over wibbly wobbly woo 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 all day.
Oh my god, that made me laugh. Also, like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm no music nerd, but some of those bars from him were whack. That's the first time I've knowingly listened to Travis Scott.
How else do you want to shit on music real quick before I ask you a question?
Well, with TikTok, since the craze.
Oh, people build short songs on purpose, isn't it annoying?
Yeah.
I like songs now if they're new, and I'm like, why is this like a minute and 37 seconds long? It's like, oh wait.
And it's I like that way people can play the whole song, but then also people are like, I need short songs because.
Now, are you ready? This is a la Holly. She wanted me to ask, what is going to be your future boomer take? So what do you think in the future will be the thing that pisses you off the most that would get you called a boomer? Now, she got goofy with her answer, and she thinks that right now everyone's becoming okay with furries slowly. And she's like, I bet you the next step is people are going to be okay with people dating their third and second cousins. And I'm not going to be okay with it. And I was like, I don't think that's boomer. I think that's scientific. But okay, I'll share it. Now, mine...
Yeah, but okay, I'll share it.
Mine is... Hold on, that's hers. I want to share mine real quick, and then I'll let you think and respond to both if you want. Mine is, I feel like some genius somewhere is going to try to convince everyone that there's something better than roundabouts. And they're going to come up and pop up everywhere. And then I'm going to be the old woman in the Buick that's like, I don't know what I'm doing. But instead of saying that, I'll be like, what the happened to my roundabouts? I miss my roundabouts.
I was gonna say, as to Holly's, like, I mean, depending on where you are in America, that's already a thing.
I said that was my first real response, and then I started ripping into her jokingly, but that was my like instant. I was like, people already do that in some places.
My future boomer
brings me a sandwich, not even asked for, braless.
You gotta stop. I'm trying to think over here. They probably have to do something with phones. I'm not gonna lie, because I feel like
yours will be small store and coffee related. You're gonna be like, these fucking people don't even like coffee. They're drinking it because it's performative. And then you're gonna be like, you know that the coffee beans are dying, and then you'll get real close to some like teenage kids. You're gonna be like, every year they get smaller and smaller because of you fucks. Remember when that happened to you and Nick at a Starbucks, but it was about 9/11?
I do. We'll evolve past phones at some point, and I'm gonna be like, phones were so much better.
Yeah, they were already bad enough. Let's go back. Hey man, radiation was bad, but like this is worse. We need to go back and just like seal up the patches and like crap.
Freaking episode of Futurama where everyone's in their head and they see it all the time.
I mean, Elon experimented with the chipper.
Make the monkeys go crazy.
Make the go crazy.
So I think that's what it will probably be. Communication devices. I think it's going to become too much at some point.
Hey,
right now we're sitting at, let's just make the same phone every year and make it minusculely better.
Well, hey, you know what, everyone? Go out, buy a newspaper, fill out the crossword with pen. So if you mess up, it's there, it's permanent. You know what you did, but enjoy it. Long pull some noodles, cook a lasagna with your grandma's sauce, do whatever, be a boomer. It's okay. I had a venting sesh. That was fun.
That was fun.
I would not take this into a group setting or go to a park and yell at children about this. It's okay to not like things, and it's okay to not like change, but it's not okay to sit around and scream about it. We're just two people on the internet, and it was fun having you stop by and listen to us if you did.
We appreciate you.
Be good people.
Always.
And I don't know, I guess peace, love, and see you next time.
Go yell at the clouds.
There you go. Perfect.